So as many of you may know from social media, I own an aesthetics and wellness clinic, and I generally try to stay on the healthy side of life. But that doesn't always happen. I fall into the same traps as everybody else. And I just showed you my gym, and the truth is I haven't been working out in my gym for about a month, maybe two. Okay, and I can look. It's documented in a book or my workout log, but just take my word for it. And I was talking with one of my patients the other day, and they said, it's just so hard to get to the gym. And then I explained, buy a kettlebell, a 25-pound kettlebell, and just keep that in your house. That's your gym. And it's just too hard. I can't do it. And so it got me thinking, what would I do if I didn't have a home gym? What would I do if I didn't have the resources? What if I didn't have any money? Right? Or what if I couldn't afford any money? That's a weird statement. But what if I couldn't afford a gym membership, even though they're like $10 or $20 a month, depending on where you go? But there's also the hassle that goes along with it, which I get. We all lead super busy lives. So I decided this coming week, I'm just going to talk about what I'm doing, right? And I'm going to show you everything as I set it up. But the next week, I believe starting May 4th, I'm going to do a 12-week challenge, and anybody is welcome to join me. I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel daily, and then I'm going to post snippets of it on Instagram and Facebook so everyone can see this. And this is the long video. I'm going to make a shorter video so you just don't get me saying all the time. But what I'm going to do, what I did, is I have an $8 jump rope. That's it, an $8 jump rope. And I went and I got some Purex laundry detergent bottles, right? And I put sand in them, and is that the shameless plug? Wait, shameless plug. But I put sand in them and I duct taped them down. And the reason that I picked the Purex ones is because they have a really nice handle. I literally spent like 5 or 10 minutes in the grocery store grabbing handles of everything that was of any size. And this is a 1.5 gallon bottle, and I filled it with sand, just regular sand. I weighed them, and I will tell you, I'm kind of proud of this. I filled this one and I weighed it, and then I filled this one and I weighed it, and I filled them to what I thought was the same weight, and it was 16.6 pounds, each one of them. So, and my cold plunge, that's it. I have a jump rope and 2 Purex bottles that weigh 16.6 pounds each, nothing more. And so I put that into an AI algorithm, and I said, I'm gonna cold plunge every day. I have a jump rope, and I have 2 16.6 pound sand-filled Purex bottles. And I'm not getting paid by Purex. I'm gonna tag them in this because I think it's cool, but the only reason that I picked them is I do like the laundry detergent and I do use it. But the only reason that I picked them is that their handle is such a good fit. It's ergonomically works. So I did my doctorate and my master's, or my master's and my doctorate thesis in diet, exercise, and obesity. And I am, let me see. I'm gonna cold plunge for these 12 weeks, and I'm just gonna mark it off every day. And then I've taken all my measurements, and I've taken what my body weight is, and I used the male US Navy formula to calculate my body fat percentage. I do have the calipers, but I don't really feel like doing it. And so that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to talk about a couple other things because I always talk about this with my patients. I am going to take supplements, but I'm going to take the same supplements that I tell my patients to take. Creatine, calcium, and collagen. Those 3, and a multivitamin. I'm not going to take anything else. I'm not going to take a peptide. I am on BHRT from Avexapel, and they're amazing, but they're pellets, so I can't take them out. And then my diet, I'm going to have OMAD, 1 meal a day. That's it, right? And in that, when I do that in and of itself, I'm going to subscribe to the GAPS principle. And I don't even know that that's a real thing. It might be something I made up. But the foods that I'm going to avoid are grains, alcohol, pasta, and sugar, GAPS, right? And for me, the alcohol and the sugar, they are no ways, right? They're, I tell my kids in life, if it's not a fuck no, then, or if it's not a fuck yes, then it's a fuck no. Right? Alcohol and sugar, fuck no. Not touching them. And then with water, anyone who knows me knows I hate water. When I hiked the Appalachian Trail, there were days that I only hiked with 2 liters of water for the entire day. That's how much I hate water. However, I preach hydration to my patients, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna drink 5 to 6 of these bad boys, and it's 24 ounces every day. That's the goal, right? And I'm gonna start that this coming week. And this coming week, really, I'm gonna talk about, I'm gonna show you the video of my weight measurements, or my measurements of my arms and my waist and all that. And everything's gonna be non-flattering, right? I promise you. And I'm also gonna try to recruit people. Are there people out there who want to do and AI called it the laundry room challenge, right? And then they said, do Purex goblet squats. I love how they did that in AI. So, but that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to set up every day. But this first week is about recruiting. Do you want to do this with me? Do you think you can do this with me? And do you have to use 16.5 pounds? No. You can use 10 pounds. I don't care. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else? I've already gotten all the workouts written out, so I know what to do. And I'm going to just set myself up for the greatest success. I'm going to work out with the laundry buckets Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's going to be a lot of jumping rope and a little bit of this. And then on Saturday, it's going to be a long walk with some type of weight, about an hour, either a weighted vest if I can find one. I want to find everything on the cheap. I don't want to go, I want to be able to say, look, you can do this with just what you have laying around. So I'll either just take a backpack I have laying around and throw a sandbag in it, or something. We'll figure that part out. I have a week and a half to do that. And then Sunday is stretching and a long cold plunge. So greater than 5 to 10 minutes cold plunge. There was something else. Oh, so my life is just as complicated as everybody else's. So in May, 1 week in May, I'm having dental surgery. But I'm not going to stop, right? I'm going to modify my routine just a bit. Like the day after, the day of surgery, I'm going to get after it. But the day after surgery, I might tone it down a bit. The day after surgery, 2 days after surgery, I might tone it down a little bit. But then after that, I'm cranking it right back up. And then in June, I have to be at an endurance event, Iron Hike endurance event, ironhike.com, which I happen to be the unofficial world record holder of the Olympus Mons endurance event. So to the Barkley Marathon people, suck it. But I'm one of the co-owners, and we're going to be putting on an event. So I'm going to be walking up and down a mountain, but I'm still going to do this in addition to doing that, because that's how everyone's life is. And on the days that I'm not around a cold plunge, I'm going to be in a cold shower. And I'll show you guys that too. I'll wear a pair of shorts, and then I'll be like, oh, I'm in the shower, freezing. And then in July, one weekend, I'm going away with my wife to do some crazy mountain hiking cool thing in West Virginia. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but it looks really cool. But on those days, I'm still going to work out. I'm taking my book with me. I'm taking my Purex bottles with me everywhere I go. I'm taking them on a plane. I'm checking these as luggage. So there's 30 pounds that I'm already eating on my luggage. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I have for this? I think that's it, right? But my main point is you can do this. right? Anyone can do this. You just have to do it. You just have to do it. You have to, and then on my look right there. I don't know if you guys can read that, but I'll read it to you. It's what I came up with. And my faith and God-given strength guarantees that my success is infinite and absolute. That's on my workout book, right? I don't think I've contributed many things to this world. That's one of them. That's it. But if you want to join along, join along. I think it's gonna be really cool. I'm probably gonna get like 2 views. That's all right. But I'm gonna be able to tell my patients. I'm gonna chronicle all of this. It's gonna be on YouTube every day and on my YouTube channel. And then, yeah, follow along, join, do it with me, right? Misery loves company. All right, y'all.